Hey everybody, so just want to talk just a second about mental health. And what got me thinking about this was I'm in charge of a group on Facebook, or not a group, a page actually, that I started a few years ago. It is one of the various pages that I am an admin of. But it's Elvis in concert. And, I post anything that's going to push Elvis Presley and his music and specifically his concerts. But, there's a movie coming out called Priscilla. And what has happened is a lot of fans are very divided over this film. And they were divided over the movie Elvis, too, by Baz Luhrmann. And I was just kind of like, this is weird. Why are people so divided over such trivial silliness? So I go back to what happened with COVID. And I don't mean to blame everything on COVID, and I am not, but I am saying that I believe COVID, that entire season, if you will, I think that entire season, and even leading up to now, so we're kind of in, I guess this would be technically year 4. We're in year 4 of COVID, technically. So you want to talk about like Great Depression type status, driving people nuts. The one thing that we do know, I don't even have to go to any demographics or statistics, mental health has been a bigger issue since the pandemic, period. Even for myself, I can tell you 2020 specifically, there were several times I felt like I was going to have to check myself in somewhere. That's how bad it got. There has been points since then where I've struggled myself. Now, understand, like, I say that to come back around to this whole thing about the page because I'm using this as an example. I'm watching comments last night, and I mean, people literally want to bash the movie, bash her. Well, I thought this was a page about Elvis. Well, it is. They were together for over a decade. So that's a huge chunk of his life. He was only 42. So a fourth of his life was spent with Priscilla. Just saying. Like, that's a huge chunk of his life. And I think people just forget, too, that, and they're afraid the movie's going to make him look bad or something. But the man was human. He had frailties and vulnerabilities and issues just like the rest of us. And traumas and triggers and everything else. We might not have called it that back then, but that's the truth. Anyway, I'm not going to get into all the logistics, but there was a lot of, people going back and forth about this. And I'm like literally having to block people, report people, and block people from the page because they don't know how to behave. Like, it's like people have just lost their mind on trivial stuff. Like, this is a movie, you guys. This has got something that has nothing to do with any of us, okay? We're just fans. Now, I mean, granted, I'll get ticked off if they're, like, misrepresenting history. Now, I will say that. Or if they're framing it in the wrong context. But either way, here we are, and I'm like, I don't know. I guess what I'm trying to get across is, like, mental health is a big issue right now. And I do believe that mental health issues are on the rise. That is why we've had so many school shootings and all this other stuff. These people are not sane, okay? You cannot say that a person is sane who goes into a school and shoots it up or just randomly kills people. That is not sanity. You're not sane, bro. Like, really. So, mental health is an issue. So, I guess what I'm trying to say is, without going too far with this, do what you can to promote mental health awareness. And let me say this from experience. Please, 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 please do what you can to take care of your own mental health. I don't know how else to say that. For myself, I have not done a good job of this. I have not done a good job of taking care of myself, period. I was told the other week by someone, basically, they say that, they watch me and everything else, and they say, they told someone, they was like, this man absolutely does nothing to look after himself. He does for everybody else, but he does nothing to look after himself. He's not doing any type of self-care whatsoever. And hearing that is frightening, okay? Because it put it in perspective that, okay, Matthew, you've really got to take care of you, because if you don't take care of you, you're not going to be here for anybody else to do anything good for anybody. So listen, I'm summing this up this way, okay? Take care of yourselves. Take care of your mental health. Take care of your mental health, okay? Watch out for these rabbit holes that are on social media. Watch out for these rabbit holes that involve politics. Watch out for these rabbit holes that involves these cultural perspectives and just weird ideologies that are popping up left and right. Watch out for this stuff, okay? Do what you can to keep yourself grounded and keep your sanity, because there's stuff everywhere coming at us from every angle, whether it be the news, whether it be social media, friends, whatever, family. All this stuff creeps in and messes with our psyche and really screws us up. So I'm just encouraging you, take care of yourselves, take care of your mental health. I'm going to try to do the same. This is something I'm trying to do better with. I feel like over and over I get opportunities to say, okay, Matthew, here you go. It's like God stepped down and said, here you go. Here's an opportunity. Look after yourself. I'm clearing the slate here. And most of the time I don't. I just find something else to get into. So I got to do better with that. That's something I'm working on. I'm encouraging all of you to do the same. Take care of yourselves. Give yourself spiritual, mental, and physical maintenance every day. It's imperative, especially in this season that we are in right now, because things are really shaky all around us. Not to say they weren't before, but I think they're much more shakier now than they've ever been. So take care of yourselves, folks.